Hi guys, it's Jean here and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will show you guys how to create these simple and cute calendar wallpapers for your iPad using Procreate. Now let's get to it. The theme for our first design is gonna be Totoro. Alright, let's open up Procreate. First, let's pick a canvas size. I'm going to use a square shaped canvas, going with this 4500 by 4500 pixels here. Also, when designing my wallpapers, I will be using this template as a guide. The template is square in shape, that's why I picked a square canvas. As some of you already know, when you change your iPad's orientation from portrait to landscape, it automatically rotates its wallpaper to match. However, it does not resize the wallpaper to fit the new dimension. So this template will help me identify which areas I can draw on so that it will be visible in both the vertical and horizontal views. A link to download this template is in the description below. Okay, let's first turn down the opacity of this template. And we want to create a new layer. For my wallpaper designs, I'm gonna use this dry ink brush to give that sketchy and hand-drawn look. You can easily find it in Procreate's brush library right under inking. But you are welcome to use any brush that you like. I will also turn the grid on for better guidance. Keep in mind, I'm skipping the sketch portion and going straight to line art. Let's see, the one thing I want to be visible on both portrait and landscape orientations is the calendar, so I'm gonna fit one in the middle right here. I'm keeping the design real simple. Adding two more wiggly lines to separate the month and dates. Quickly fill in the month, days of the week, and dates. I'm doing this one for the month of July. Let's not forget about the year. Next, I will draw in Totoro and the mini Totoros. For this tutorial, I just wanted to create something different from what I normally do. When drawing in this sketchy art style, I hope you guys can draw more freely and not have to worry about making a perfect image. Even though the lines are not as clean and precise, this style appeals to me because it definitely has a different feel and is also aesthetically pleasing in its own way. Anyways, let's add some mushrooms for decorations. And these little guys right here. Okay, I want to add some clouds on top. And these plants at the bottom. Please note that these will only show up when you turn your iPad vertically. Adding these raindrops in the background, and the line art is done. Easy, right? Now to color, I'm gonna freehand and create the boundaries and use the color drop method to fill in the shapes. I'm using the technical pen for coloring here. Notice that I'm not trying to stay exactly inside the line art. It is okay if the color goes outside of the boundaries. This loose color style has more life and character to the drawing and is also more enjoyable to work with. And I personally find this part very therapeutic. Adding some of these tall grass at the bottom so it looks a bit less empty. To finish the look, I'm placing this light yellow color on the back, erasing the color overlaps, and creating a nice fade at the bottom using the Gaussian blur. Finally, adding this grid pattern on top with the white color. And we are done with this design. To set this as your wallpaper, first we need to save the image. Then go to your photo library, tap on the image, and tap the share button. Find and select Use as Wallpaper. Remember to do this while in portrait mode, so when you turn your iPad horizontally, you can see that the wallpaper is positioned just as how I intended it to show up. Moving on to the second theme, my personal favorite, Sailor Moon. For this piece, instead of using the template that I downloaded from the web, I'm gonna use my Totoro design as my template because I will be drawing objects on the same locations as the ones on the Totoro wallpaper. The setting for this design is at Fruit Parlor Crown, a cafe which was popular with Sailor Moon and her friends. So I will be drawing the top part of the calendar as the booth where the girls will be sitting. Maybe adding these plants on the side. Fill in the month and dates just like earlier. I'm making this one for the month of August. And the outline for the calendar. Adding the year here on top. Let's now draw in the Sailor Guardians, starting with Sailor Moon in the middle. I'm gonna jump to Sailor Jupiter on the left here. So that I can squeeze in Sailor Mars in between. Again, I'm making this design really simple. Next, we have Sailor Venus, daydreaming about her future. And the ever studious Sailor Mercury. Okay, adding a few hearts and sparkles at the same location where we had those little guys from the Totoro wallpaper. To complete the look on this piece, I'm adding the awning or overhang here on top so that I can add the cafe name in later. And the tile floor at the bottom here. We can go ahead and color in everything just like how we did earlier on the Totoro wallpaper. I want to create that aesthetic look to my wallpaper, so the colors might not be true to the original design of Sailor Moon, but you can use whichever color that fits your taste. Lastly, I want to fade the colors on the overhang. Again, using the Gaussian blur, we can adjust the amount of blur by sliding left or right on the screen. Let's also do this for the background. Again, erasing the overlaps, adding the finishing touch with the grid pattern and some highlights. Making the floor a little more shiny here. And we are done. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below which design you like better. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more fun and helpful content. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care, guys.